What's up YouTube, you're back again with another video. If you're new here, my name is Danny James and I make video editing tutorials around music videos and other basic techniques when working with Adobe Premiere Pro. In this video, you'll be able to learn how to use the invert effect to achieve different looks on your videos. As you can see, I have a couple of clips on my timeline that I will use to demonstrate a few ways that you can use the invert effect to create different looks. One of the ways that you can use it, it's popular. You've seen it in many music videos, especially where hi-hats or drums which loop and hit. How you can do that, we'll first duplicate this clip in this example. How I'll duplicate, I'll hold Alt on my keyboard and drag this video up. And then go to your effects tab and look for the invert effect. It's right here, it's under the channel. There you go. This is what it looks like typically. You have a few options that you can adjust right under your effect controls. Once again, if you cannot find the effect controls, make sure to go to Windows and ensure effect controls has been enabled. Now you can adjust a couple of things like the channel. The channel here, this is the RGB, red, green and blue. In this point, it inverts all the channels at once. You can invert one color channel, you can see all the reds. You can also do the same with green, with blue and all that. There are so many options to choose from, so this is very popular. The other thing that you can adjust is how this invert effect blends with the original. That means if right now it's at 0%, meaning that the way it blends with the original video, it's 0%. If we take it to 100, it should look more like the video without this effect. So that's basically what it is. How it happens in music videos, places where there are hi-hats, you can do a few cuts. Here's a razor tool, and then let's zoom in a little bit. Go 2 frames, cut, 2 frames, cut. I'm using my right arrow keys to do that. 2 frames, cut, and then you can do this for a couple of seconds like that. How it's done now, you just make sure there is a space in between, as easy as that, and you can see what it looks like. Yeah, you've seen it in several music videos before and you cannot really miss that. The second way that you can use this invert effect, you can combine it with other editing techniques, especially for music videos. In this case, I want to make 2 duplicates of this video, just like that, and then I'll put them in a sort of staircase, so they'll move like that. And then I want to zoom in. On this second clip, I'll scale it down to about 70. Now you can see what it does to these edges. The video is scaled down like that, and then right after that, we scale the third video, which is the topmost layer, something like 50%. You can highlight these 2 clips, go to your effects, and then you can drag this invert effect. You can see what it does instantly. So you want to make different changes for these 2 clips. For this clip, the middle layer, I want to go to my effect controls and then change it from RGB to something like red. You can play around with others. I find red to be good for these dark scenes, and then we can go to this white scene. You can also change this one however you wish to. You can change it to a blue or something else. I like this luminance thing. So right after these 2 clips, jump right in. Let's leave a little space, 5, 10 frames. So it should go like ha, ha, ha. And then they should live in the same speed now. Cut 5, 10 frames. If you're wondering how I'm moving 10 frames, if I'm somewhere like here, you can use your arrow buttons to go individually like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's my right arrow key. You can also hold shift and hit the arrow key once to go 5 frames and gain 10 frames. So let's preview this little animation. Yes, like that. You can mix it with other effects or other methods that you want, and I'm sure you should be getting something good. Now let me show you the same way that you can integrate the invert effect onto other ways that you edit your videos. This time, let's use it as a transition. How you want to do this, we are going to transition from this clip to this other one. Right from in between the 2 clips, I'll go 5, 10 frames, and then I'll push this video right above this. So you can see like that. And then let me zoom in so that you can follow along. Now you want to make a cut for every frame. one frame, make a cut. So I've picked my razor tool. I'm using my arrow keys to move to the right ones to go one frame, again, like that. And then on these clips that we are just cutting, let's highlight all of them, because mostly how you do this mostly how this would end up, you would just go deleting one frame, an alternate frame. So I'm going to my effects, and then I'll drag my invert effect. So if we preview how this looks, yeah, so that's another way that you can combine it with other editing effects that you'd use. Now the other way that you can use this invert effect, you can use it to color grade your layers. I want to sort of color grade or play around with a few colors on this layer. As we've been doing, just duplicate the layer, just hold Alt on your keyboard, drag this clip up, then go to your effects and drag that invert effect on it. Go to the effect on controls, and then what you want to do, you want to change the blending mode to multiply, and then from there we'll be playing around with the channels. For now, let's try playing with red. And after with red, I showed you there are two controls for the invert. There is the channel and how it blends. So with the how it blends with the original, you can drag it to around 50%. Now you can see the video changes from looking like this originally to that. That is a way that you would say that you color grade your layers. And again, it doesn't have to be very strong. You can also go to the opacity, don't add any keyframe, and then reduce the opacity of these. Let's put it at around 70, so it makes it look a bit subtle, so that video transforms from this to this just by altering two items. That's the opacity percentage, the blending mode, and the invert. You see, you can still get more looks. You can play around with this. You can see what green does. As you can see, it's a very good way that you can use to color grade your clips, not the entire project, but a few clips here and there. And then all you have to do, you have to play with how it blends with the original video, just to get that small look. You can see you can get so many different outcomes just by changing the channel which it inverts. Let's compare once again without the track output with the track input. And then, as I said, you can change how it blends with the original, like that. That's it from me today. If you've enjoyed this video, kindly consider leaving a like, and if you enjoy these types of content, you can consider subscribing. I upload weekly new techniques and methods to make your projects or video editing easier and even better. My name is Dan, and I hope to see you in the next video. Cheers.